as we learn the Mishna Yomis for this Tuesday of Parshas Pinchas, back up in our bungalow in South Fallsburg, and we are learning in the second parak of Kiddushin, Mishnah Vav and Mishnah Zayin, as we are sponsored L'ilui Nishmas Harav Moshe ben Harav David, L'fu Shalema for Eliyahu Moshe ben Chayesar, for the schus of Avram Yom Benish ben Malchus and family, also by the Fisher family, L'ilui Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, by Yoel Klugman and family for their Parnasa Gzun Nachas, L'fu Shalema for Meir ben Chayesar. So the Mishnah tells us, Hamakadish Shtei Nashim, this guy's a cheapie. And he's Makadish two women, B'Shava Pruta. They should have already gotten a message that this guy is not going to be an easy character. He wants to get two women for the price of one. He gives them each, he's Makadish the two of them, and he only gives them a Pruta. That's a half a Pruta for each. Or Isha Achas B'Pachas M'Shava Pruta, or one woman with less than a Pruta. Now, of course, it's not a good Kiddushin. But the Kiddush is that Afal Pisha Shalach Sivloinas La'achamikan, even though he sends the woman a nice set of linen afterwards. Now that set of linen is worth $250. Ain't a Mekudeshes. She's not Mekudeshes because we assume that he didn't give the linen as the Kiddushin, he gave the half a pruta as a Kiddushin. We assume Shemachmas Kiddushin or Yishayim Mishalach. He is relying that they're already Mikudeshes, and these are gifts that are sent afterwards, and therefore it's no good. And the same thing is true B'chein Cotton Shekidesh. If he gave her Kiddushin when he was a minor, and then after his bar mitzvah he sends her a beautiful fruit basket, even though the fruit basket is worth 100 prutas, she's not Mikudeshes. Because the pruta that he gave while he was a minor doesn't count because a minor can't be Mekadosh, he doesn't have das. And what he sent afterwards was al shem of the first Kiddushin, and therefore she is not Mekudeshes. Now, HaMekadosh Isha Bita, if he's Mekadosh a mother and her daughter at the same time, or Isha B'achos, or two sisters at the same time, Ka'achas, ain't no Mekudeshes, because since the Kiddushin cannot be chal on one of them, because you can't live with a wife and a sister, and a mother and a daughter, and we don't know, since they're done at the same time, we don't know which one is the good one and which one is not good, so they're both not Mekudeshes. Einon Mekudeshes. They're both not Mekudeshes. Rashi learns this out. The Rav learns this out from a pasuk. The pasuk says, "V'isha el achoisa loisikach litzra." A woman and her sister you should not take as rivals. That means you should not take them when they become rivals one to another. And since it says loy, in the pasuk says loisikach, that sikach means a lashon of kiddushin. Kicha is kiddushin. And the same thing is true with a mother and a daughter. There was an incident with 5 women. Here we have another real sport. Here, Chatzkel approaches 5 women. Amongst the 5 women, 2 of them was Rachel and Leah, 2 sisters. Now, Veliket, and what happened was, listen to what happened over here. Veliket echad kalkola shel te'enim. And what happened is, Chatzkel gathered a basket of figs. Now, where did he get these figs from? Not from his backyard. V'shelehen oisa. The figs belonged to these women. He didn't even use his stuff. This is a cheapie supreme. He didn't even use his stuff. But Vishel Shvias Isa, it was in the 7th year. Now, the produce of the field in the 7th year is Hefker. So he's allowed to gather it. And then he takes their own figs, Va'amar, and he tells to one of their agents, the women appointed one of them as an agent for all 5. V'omar, and he says, Hari kulcha mekudashes li b'kalkalazu. You should all be mekudashes to me with this basket of figs. Now the basket of figs was worth more than 5 prutas. V'kibla achas mehem al yedei kulan, and one of the women accepted on behalf of all 5. 3 of them are mekudashes, but not the 2 sisters. V'amru chachamim eina achoyes mekudashes. The sisters are not mekudashes, because as we said, since he can't live with 2 sisters, so ein likuchen, there's no Kiddushin even for one of them. But the other 3 are mekudashes. It just the 2 that are sisters are not betrothed. We want to thank you very much for joining us. We want to remind you that tomorrow night the daf is at 5 to 9, followed by the Chumash year. Again, we're looking for a sponsor for the Chumash year this week. For Pinchas, 718-916-3100. You could text me or email rmmwsi@aol.com. Thank you for joining, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Rabbi. Have a good night, everybody.